Mr. Lee.
One of the allegations is that former PGA Ashe gave a document to the Secretary General about this proposed UN conference center in Macau. So that's just a factual question. Have you been able to will you deny or confirm that this document was given, and what happened after the document was given?
No, you know, I read the indictment. Thank you. I read the indictment, I think, like most of you, about this UN document, which supposedly has a document number. We've not been able to find that document. As a check this morning, checked the correspondence log of the Secretary General's office. There was no communication on this issue of Macau. So obviously, if there is such a document, we'll take a look at it. But we've not been able to find what document is referred to.
Okay, I also wanted to ask that one of the entities indicted or involved is Sun Kian Ip Group, which is a member of the Global Compact, proudly on the website. Now, I wonder, do you think what is the reaction of the Global Compact to a member being charged with corruption at the UN
I'm
itself?
sure, you know, I think there are processes in place, and I have no doubt my colleagues at the Global Compact will review the relationship and the membership of this foundation.
And just once, this is smaller but closer to home. Last week during
This is pretty close to home.
Yeah, no, I mean, this is right next to your office. During last week's general debate, there was an event at the Waldorf for the South-South Awards involving Mr. Francis Lorenzo, who's also indicted, the former, or DPR of Santo Domingo. I noticed at the time, but thought it was strange that the DPI sent out the press release for the South-South Awards, which, to my knowledge, is not a UN entity, right? It's an NGO. So I wanted to know, what is the relationship between that group, South-South Awards, that seems to be there seems to be a lot of intertwining, and why did the office right next to yours send out their press release for the
I don't
Waldorf
know. We'd have to
event?
ask. We'd have to check.
Can you? Okay.
Yeah. Mr. Lee.
Sure. Some other questions on South Sudan and stuff, but given what you said about, you know, that the importance that the PGA's office is independent, doesn't report, issues have often come up of whether it should be a full-time position, which it's not, like Mr. Kutesa was foreign minister of Uganda throughout it, and whether it should disclose who pays the people that work in the office. What I wonder is that, given that Ban Ki-moon's been here now, you know, 7 years, has he seen any need for a greater transparency in the way that office works and how the individual is compensated?
You know, that's a question for the member states to decide how they want to run the office of the President of the General Assembly, and I'm sure the PGA will take questions on that issue.
And I wanted to ask about yesterday's announcement of the new Undersecretary General for OIOS. Noticed that she had been actually the Philippine prosecutor who'd worked on a case of DPKO here paying money directly, instead of to the mission or to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, directly to the Army in the Philippines. And I wanted to know, was this taken into account? What was the outcome of this? It just seems like it's a little, again, close to home. If the UN's new incoming investigator worked on seemingly, was the conclusion from that case that that DPKO broke the rules by paying the Army directly, or that the Army broke the rules by requesting direct payments?
Ms. Diaz was fully vetted, and we're very glad to have her on board.